So last week in our speech class, we learned that communication is like a two-way street. It's as much receiving as it is giving. So in lieu of that, I thought I would present two objects that, provided within context, define who I am as a person. So on the receiving end, I am a gamer. I'm a consumer. I like to play in a world that's been created for me. Video games have been with me my entire life, ever since I was little, ever since I was like 4 years old, playing. I grew up on a PS1, playing games like Atlantis, The Lost Empire, and Silent Hill. So, and I continue to play games today, and it's just a really nice way to escape the reality around us, if only for a little bit. And that's not to say that reality in and of itself isn't inherently boring, but sometimes you just want to do something more meaningful than checking your dashboard on Tumblr or your notifications on Facebook. But there's just something amazing about being able to experience an idea that someone else has created and having them share it out to the world, and being able to play around in the playground that they've created for you. But as much as I enjoy walking around in the thing that someone else made, I also like creating stuff for other people to enjoy. And my very first interaction with that is back in the second grade when I used to make pipe cleaner figures. I would twist these around your, craft supplies, right? I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with pipe cleaners, but I kind of got out of hand with it, where like I would play with them every day and like make action figures with them. And through pipe cleaners, I was able to, find a creative outlet. People tend to find their creative outlet through music or writing or drawing or something like that. But I found mine through pipe cleaners, and it gave me a way to give a physical, visual representation of all the ideas going on in my head. Because in my head, I was coming up with like epic battles between good and evil and that kind of stuff, And so through that, I was able to express, and I was able to share my thoughts and my ideas to the world. And through that, I was able to expand. I was able to write about the stories that I was creating through my pipe cleaner people. I was able to draw comics for it, and I continue to write. Like it's not even about the original pipe cleaner figurines that I made, but it helped me shape my ability to create stuff. And you get a different sense of enjoyment that way. It's a different enjoyment being able to run around in a world that's been created for you. It's another thing entirely, being able to actually produce something and have someone else react to something that you made. And I think that's really special. And like these two things are a couple of things that define me as a person. And cut. That was 3 minutes. That was not even 3 minutes and 30 seconds. You know what? I have been practicing. I think that went alright. You know what? My speech teacher told me, my speech professor, sorry, I gotta get used to the terminology. My speech professor actually told me to, whenever I practice doing that speech, to finish it all the way through the end, because she said, if I stop halfway through it, I'm gonna have a really strong opening, but then my ending's gonna become really weak. And you know what? I kind of feel like my ending there was kind of weak, but I'm gonna live with it. I'm glad I managed to get it under 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I don't know if anyone watched the other videos that I made where I was trying to do the speech, and you could tell I was going well over like 5 minutes on some of them, and it's not great, but it's like, you gotta keep running with it. So let me just explain. In case you didn't watch the other video, we have to present some things that define us as a person to our speech class. And I thought a good analogy to make would be something that we recently talked about in class, which is the fact that communication it goes two ways. There's a receiving end, there's a transmitting end. So and I thought, you know what, I receive stuff through video games. Like I am a consumer. I play games. I play through worlds that has been created for me, and through those worlds, I'm able to do things that I can't in normal reality. And, you know, that's not an exaggeration. It's stuff like, you know, like Kingdom Hearts or Walking Dead or Infamous, you know, that type of stuff. And some things that just can't be realized at all in real life. And I honestly do think that's amazing. And that's, you know, part of the reason why I play video games, you know. Getting to experience the world around, you know, like, it's a really general term, but it's about, you know, it's about the freedom to do whatever you want, but it's also being able to, like, follow the story that's been set for you. It's being able to think about the world that's been created around you, admiring the architecture, that type of stuff. Everything. Video games are amazing, and you know what, and if you don't like video games, I feel sorry for you. I hope you find a different medium that you love as much as I love video games. And the other thing's pipe cleaners, and that is a true story about the fact that I made them all the way back in 2nd grade, and that is how I got started with my, with, like, writing and stuff, like, why I'm so interested in, writing now. I don't know if I've ever talked about it, but I have tried writing before, and, I have a lot of fun with it. It's just that every time I've tried to write, my computer's crapped out. Like, one of them literally, like, broke, like, the printer broke, and in effect broke the entire computer itself, so I don't know what happened to that. But it's stuff like that just, it's interesting to me, how that works, being able to create a world, and you get a sense of enjoyment that way, creating a world around you. So, yeah, I guess that's it for me. I don't know. Like, this isn't really, like, a video I was trying to make. I just wanted to practice the speech. So, there you go. I hope I do well, because my speech is actually later. It's Wednesday morning. It's like 1:30 in the morning, and I'm still awake. Why not practice the speech? So that's about it. I'll see you guys on Friday.